Hey everybody, welcome back. Let's play the journal game. Today we are on day 12 of Autumn Forest Walk, and I'm super excited to see where it leads us today. So let's dive in. Okay, so day 12 is walking together. Imagine you're not alone. A friend, a stranger, or a memory walks with you. Roll once. How do you both notice the encounter differently? Write one line of dialogue between you and your companion. Okay, this sounds like it's going to be some fun. Let's go ahead and roll the dice. Of course we got a 3. I'm going to roll a different one. Let's do 5. Okay, main encounter board. Number 5, changing weather. The day shifts around you, fog, drizzle, sudden sunlight, or wind. How does it affect your walk? Does it change your pace, mood, or direction? I feel like we've done that one. I'm looking to see if there's any we haven't done. Maybe we have done them all at this point. Let me see. We've done the animal encounter. We've done the hidden path. We've done the quiet clearing. We've done lost and found, echo of the forest. All right, I think we've done all of them. So we will stick with changing weather. All right, so let's go ahead and jump in. Let me open my journal up. So day 11 is right here. We did the weather shift on day 11 as well. And the leaves were just settling down. So now we're gonna walk with a friend, and I think we're gonna walk with Pooh Bear because we realized that there was a bear with us recently, right? We noticed that we are not alone. Did we see a bear? Yes. So we're gonna take a walk with Pooh today, I think. All right, so we're gonna need a Pooh Bear sticker. We are going to decide what kind of weather changing we're gonna have. Let's see. The leaves are settling. The sun has come out to join us. Okay, so we had the sunshine. The leaves were settling last time. We could do another leaf type thing where they're all blowing, but I feel like it should be something completely different. I just don't know what I want that to be at the moment. So we might need raccoon too. So let me grab raccoon. They're both the same because I've used them. Let me grab that one. All right, let's see. We do have some little trees left. We don't have a lot of big trees left. It's getting near the end. So a lot of the things that I had pulled out to use are kind of all used up. Let's see. All right, well, let's see what papers we have. Let's see how we want to play with this. We've got some leaves. We've got some of the darker leaves. The sun could go down maybe. Let's see. And then there's just one line of detail between us. Not sure what that looks like, but these are all fun little scraps that we can use also. All right, let's see. Let's think about what we're going to do here. One line, but you know I'm probably going to write more than one line because that's just how I roll. All right, let's see. So what the weather change is going to be, I think it's going to be sunset maybe. Instead of having to, like, because the sun came out, the leaves blew on day 11. So I think day 12 we can do like a sunset. So let's do a little piece of this as like the ground. So I'm just going to cut a little piece of this off. And then we'll do a little ripping so that it is just like a little bit of the ground there. Just like that, okay. I might need to cut this a little bit. I might have made it a little bit too long there. So let's just cut a little teeny bit off of this. All right, so that's gonna be our ground covering. We're gonna pretend that the weather change is just the sun going down for the day. So we're gonna pretend it's sunset. I think that as we're walking, we are entering Pooh's neck of the forest. And so I think we'll put like a little mushroom here, and maybe we'll just layer it with some of the little trees, because it doesn't have to be like proportionally perfect all the time. So let's just go ahead and put this together. The question is, what are we gonna, like, what's the one line that we're gonna talk about today? That is the question. What is that one line? Since it's like getting close to Thanksgiving, maybe it's, are you ready for Thanksgiving? Or how many friends do you have here in the forest? Or, I mean, there could be so many things that we kind of talk about here. All right, so I'm gonna put that tree there. I'm gonna go ahead and grab this other little one that matches it over here. And we're just gonna kind of layer them together like this. Oh, doesn't want to stay down, it's stuck to my finger. There we go. All right, and then just to give it a little bit of color, I think we are going to go ahead and add that mushroom over here, or maybe we'll just put it over here. Put the mushroom right there. Okay, let's do a tiny couple of acorns. Pine cones, they're not acorns, pine cones. Let's just put those over here. I thought I grabbed it. Oh, there it is. I'm like, where did it go? It's so tiny. All right, so we've got some trees, we've got some mushrooms, we've got some pine cones. I think we're done with those. I think Raccoon is just going to be kind of hanging out over here, reading his books and drinking something. Nope, I think he's just reading today. So he's just going to hang out over there. I don't know that Fox, maybe Fox is here because I like this one. We could put Fox here. I could kind of actually cut that out a little bit. Let's cut this out a little bit and then put Fox right here by these trees. And then we'll figure out where Pooh is going to go. And I think it was Pooh and Tigger that we saw over here. So maybe we're walking with both of them. Or maybe Tigger bounced ahead. That seems reasonable. Tigger probably bounced ahead. So it's just me and Pooh. And Fox and Raccoon, of course. Okay. Let's go ahead and put Fox here. Oh, this is going to be cute. Okay, that is going to be super, super cute. Let me just look really quickly since we can have a sky. I don't know if I'm going to be able to cut. I think if I cut like in here or maybe up here, I can get a big enough piece to kind of do a sky with like the Winnie the Pooh theme. So let me do that. I'm just gonna rip kind of thinking I like this Pooh Bear. So I'm just gonna rip this paper and then I'll come back and cut it a little bit. Okay, let's see what we can create with this because I like this Pooh Bear, so I think I'm gonna wanna cut him out. Plus he's got that cute squirrel on top of his head. I mean, that's just really fun. And then maybe Tigger didn't jump ahead. Let me see how much of this I need. Let me see. Okay, I think I can do it this way. I cut that side over there because I just wanted to make sure that I was going to be able to have enough of that. I might cut this Tigger out too. I'm just going to go ahead and, or maybe I'll just use that one since they're all together and put it like against the side. I don't know. We'll see. All right, let's get some sky on here first though. So that's right about the edge. So we're going to cut just a straight line right about like that. And then we'll have a little bit of a sky here. Oh yeah, I think that'll work. All right, let's adhere this down. And let me just turn this around real quick. All right, corner around this little tip up here. All right, so now we've got some ground, some sky, fox and raccoon are hanging by, and we're gonna walk with Pooh and Tigger. And I think I do need to cut Tigger out separately because otherwise I have to put them up against the side because of the edge of the paper. And I'm just going to fussy cut this. I'm also going to leave a little bit of the blue border. I'm not going to go right up against the lines. If you guys remember, I said last time we got together that I am always nervous when I try to cut right up against the lines because I feel like I mess it up. So I try not to do that. I try to just give myself that little buffer and that little border because those I feel like don't need to necessarily be perfect. Whereas if you're cutting up against the line, it kind of does need to be perfect, right? Otherwise it sometimes doesn't look the way you want it to. At least that's my experience. All right, this one at least isn't too hard to cut. This is really cute though with his little squirrel on his head. Let's make it that a little bit better there. Maybe the conversation we're having is, why is there a squirrel on my head? That could be cute. I mean, I think that might be our conversation. Why is the one-liner? Why is there a squirrel on my head? Okay. All right. So we've got Pooh. Let me cut out Tigger. And I just realized I was going to leave that little piece of green between them. So I'm going to go ahead and just cut that out there. And then that way I can just like put Pooh back on the green. So we'll just start from like here, I think, and go this way. Why is there a squirrel on my head? Why would there be a squirrel on his head? We got too close to the tree and it jumped out of the tree. Well, that could happen, right? That could definitely be a thing. As we were walking through the forest, we were really close to some pine trees and a squirrel jumped on top of his head. I feel like that's a real thing. I feel like that could really happen. All right, let's, almost done. And then we're just going to go over here and curl that little green up. Okay. Oh my gosh. Look how cute they are, you guys. Oh my gosh. I'm going to put them close together. Like Tigger's like, why is there a squirrel on top of you? I'm going to put them just like that. Oh my gosh. How cute is this going to be? All right. So this is day 12. So before I put these down, let me go ahead and write day 12, and I'm going to write it over here, and it is walking together. Yeah, let's do it like this. Day 12, and then we'll do walking together. All right, and let's see, what color tombows do I have here? What color do I want to use for this? It's kind of dusk. I feel like a really pretty light blue would be good. Just because it's like kind of blending in the sky. So we're just gonna go with a light blue. I think that would be pretty. Okay. All right, let's think about, it's only supposed to be one line, but I feel like I need to kind of write about setting the scene up a little bit. So I think I'm just gonna kind of put these guys right here. And then I'll do my one line down here, but I'm gonna set the scene up here. So I'm just gonna kind of leave that space open, I think. We'll leave a space in between here, which means we wanna start right about here. Okay, so I'm gonna say I met a new friend today. His name is Winnie the Pooh. Turns out he was the bear I saw. He has a lot of friends here in the 100-acre forest. The tiger I saw is his friend named Tigger, T-I-double-G-R. Tigger. We are enjoying a walk to his part of the forest. The sun is setting, and the leaves are quiet. We passed some beautiful pine trees along the way. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and put these guys in here. Let's start with Tigger. And I didn't put you guys on a fast forward today because I didn't think this one was going to take too much time to write out and put together. So hopefully you don't mind hearing my thoughts for this whole process. All right, I'm going to put Tigger here because I think Pooh is just a little bit bigger with the squirrel. Let me see how high up he needs to go. Yeah, let's put Tigger right about here. And then let's put Pooh get a little adhesive on the squirrel so he doesn't try to go anywhere. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. Okay. Oh, I missed that little spot. Let me get this in here a little bit. There we go. Oh my gosh, look how cute they are. All right, so now I need to write our one-liner, which is, why is there a squirrel in my head? And I need to figure out what color I want to write that in, because I feel like that needs to be a color that is going to kind of stand out a little bit. Maybe it just needs to be like a brownish color, or maybe it needs to be like a dark green or a gray color. Let me see. I don't really have, well, I have this dark green. I feel like that might be too dark. I feel like it needs to be this color of a green, like a sage green. So we're going to grab this. I don't have anything else that I would necessarily decorate with. Except I could cut out some of the, like, everything is perfectly imperfect, hello little friend. I could cut some of these out and put them around them. All right, so let's put it over here. All right. Why is there a squirrel on my head? Okay, that is perfect. All right, let me take some of these scraps and see what I can do with these before I just start cutting the rest of the paper. Let's see. Everything is perfectly perfect. That's gonna look cute right there. And then I do think I need to grab the paper because I don't think I have enough of the other phrases. Hello, little friend. I think that one needs to go up here. And I might cut another one of those out so that it doesn't have that weird shape on it. So if this one just has hello, little friend, and everything is perfectly perfect. So I think what we're going to do, I'm just going to chop this paper up because I'm going to go ahead and make it nicer. So I'm going to put that over there with like the squirrel. Hello, little friend. And then we're going to do, where's the other one? Oh, everything is perfectly perfect. I'm going to choose this one. And then I'll also have a couple little squirrels I can just cut out. And then let's cut out some of these like blistery little things here. We can cut those out and put them around, and then maybe a flower or two. Do I have any other flowers anywhere that I can use from the scraps? Nope, I don't think so. Okay, let me get one more little flower. Just use this little one down here. Okay, whoops. And I'm just doing these just to add a little something to it. Definitely not needed, just wanna do a little something extra. So I'm just gonna kind of do a little cutting around it like that. So there's one little flower. Then these are so cute. They're like little hand-drawn designs. All right, and then let me cut this. My goodness. Can't really cut that without, let me cut the squirrel first and then we'll go back and cut that out. I don't want to cut the squirrel's tail off. There we go. All right, and then let's see, let's cut this side first. That'll tell me how much room I have here, hopefully. And then I can cut that up if I want it to be a little bit smaller. All right, and we do have another little squirrel here. Let me go ahead and cut this little squirrel out too. Just gonna kind of put these around because I just think they're fun. All right, so after this we have day 13 and then day 14 is we're heading home. So this has been so fun. Just in time to start the new holiday ones that just came out. Tell me in the comments if you're playing one of the holiday ones. I think those are going to be super fun too. All right. This one I feel like I'm just going to maybe hand cut because it's kind of like multi-layered here, so I think it might be easier if I just hand cut it. Might be a little wonky, but that's okay. Okay, so we've got, let's see what we've got here. I think I need to make Hello Little Friend a little bit smaller also. Okay, so Hello Little Friend is going to go right there. Everything is perfectly perfect. We're going to put over here. And then we're just going to have like our squirrels and stuff like just hanging out. We'll put one here so we can see them really well. It's a shame they're all facing the same direction, but that's okay. And we're going to put those flowers right there. And then we'll put that flower right here. And maybe we only need one squirrel. Maybe 2 squirrels is too much. I think that looks cute that way. All right, let me go ahead and put these all down real quick. Hello, little friend. Everything is perfectly perfect. All right, these squirrels are so cute. This is actually fun. I should do like a little doodle page where I try to draw squirrels because, I mean, those are just little hand-drawn squirrels. They're super cute. All right, we're going to put this flower right there, and then we're going to come grab this one, and we're just going to put it over here like this. Thank you so much for joining me for day 12. I will be back soon for day 13 and 14. If you are interested in playing your own journal game, we do have the Autumn Forest Walk. We also have 3 new holiday edition games. We have Santa's Workshop. We have holiday at the end, and we have the winter village that are going to be a lot of fun. And I will be playing all of them right here with you, and I would love for you to join me and play as well. So thanks again for joining me. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you all very soon. Take care, everybody.